Hello, my name is Mouton, and the following poems are from my collection, The Diameter of Gone. The Diameter of Gone. It's been 2 years. You would think I would stop questioning your absence by now. Still, in my reflective moments, and while I breathe in and out through the livelong day, I contemplate losing you. I add and subtract internal photographs and motion pictures, all with you as the star, and simply cannot bring myself to write you out of the scripts I've lived or shall live. I've heard that when we lose somebody, it puts a hole in our heart. I can't help but wonder the diameter. The worst thing about being alone. The worst thing about being alone isn't the cool side of the bed, or the dinners for one, or talking with your image in the mirror, or asking yourself opinions and waiting for an answer, and then the circular argument that follows. The worst thing isn't nobody to call when you're excited about something, or to call you when they are, or asking you an opinion and waiting for an answer, and then having an argument made for two. The worst thing isn't no his and her towels, no his and her wardrobe, no his and her this, that, or the other things, or waking up alone with the light of morning still hours in the future, or going to bed alone, waiting for the light of day to wane enough for darkness to prevail, or celebrating a birthday, a raise, a winning lotto ticket, or complaining about the heat or the cold or the cost of gas, or reality television shows. Not the wind, not the rain, not the snow, not the pain, not the silence, not the noise, not the sorrow, not the joys. The worst thing about being alone is that yawning chasm of realization. Once more. Once more, wake up. Just once more, taking a morning breath. Open your eyes again to the colors of the world, light refracted for your pleasure. Take in the scent of your favorite coffee, diffusing through the house, entering our room without knocking and nudging you. Listen once more to the house settle and birdsong through the window, and water running for your bath. Feel the cool part of the sheet slide across your smooth, silken thighs. Once more, walk down the hallway into the kitchen. Put your arms around my neck from behind me, nuzzle me, and whisper, I love you. Once more. Attic. At first, as it always is, it was magic. Oh, what a thrill, warm, sweet music filling the soul, and colors brighter and stars more brilliant, and gravity helpless to hold you down. You could fly for a while. You wore your needle scars like a proud Marine sergeant with a lifetime of service chevrons upon his sleeve. You thought, when it became plight, at least for a fleeting moment, it was romantic. Almost like a movie. Almost like a song. Almost like poetry. Still, to wake up caked in your own vomit, how mundane is that? What I remember most. What I remember most were not the painted fingers or painted toes, not golden hair, not eyes of blue, or if her name was Jane or Sue, not if I kissed her or if her lips parted, not was she happy or seemed broken-hearted. I recall not her height, nor recall her weight, nothing of style and nothing of gait, nothing of passion nor of her embrace, nothing of voice nor of her face. Remembered most of this one I knew. Upon her body there was no tattoo. What is a poem? A poem is a loving child and is profound. It is beautiful, like the northern lights, and it is as ugly as sin. It is simplicity, like picking up a stick, and as complex as a thread of DNA. A poem can yelp and yell, or it can whisper like a breeze. It can hit you as hard as a heavyweight and strike as fast as a rattlesnake. A poem is chocolate pudding, in the heart of a fire, and the kiss of a loved one, and a sting from rejection. It is a cathedral pinnacle reaching to heaven. It is a blind man seeking light. It is a secret never told, and the lie that is. It is like air. It's hard to see, but needed constantly in order to live. A poem belongs to nobody and everybody. A poem simply is. Girl setting for portrait brings tears to artist's eyes. She sets still like an evening with no breeze and waits patiently for the artist to bring her to life. He sits across from her, surrounded by all the colors of the rainbow. And clutching a magical brush in his hand, he stares at God's perfection. It is then he realizes he cannot capture such beauty on canvas. He silently puts down his brush and stares at her longingly and begins to weep. The one thing I remember most about her, other than the way her nose crinkled when she smiled and how it made her glasses slide down to the tip of her nose, and she would tilt her head ever so slightly to her right and use the pinky of her left hand to push the glasses back into place. And she would mouth these two words to me, I know. And then, in her softest voice, she would say to me, I know. And she would look at me with that understanding in her eyes, and she would smile because she knew that only we shared this one secret. And because we shared the same history, our childhood, I think because she and I knew this one secret, it was the one thing I remember most about her. From the Diameter of Gone. Thank you.